Hey folks, welcome back. Another Speedville here with Spastic Simmer. My name's Don. Well, we've got a good one for you. I've already done the walkthrough and already uploaded it to YouTube. Now we're going to run through the speed build. So let's flip right on over there and get started on this thing. All right. So as you can tell, we have the cabin, and in this cabin, you're going to see where we built it on the island, and of course, anytime you're doing anything on the island, you can't adjust elevation anywhere on the island, anywhere there's a water lot. In fact, of course, I did try a couple of times, and well, you just can't. But what ended up with this one, and I'm really pleased with the way it came out. And this is a shell challenge, and it is up on my gallery. It's, let's see, we called it the cabin style. Well, it's kind of a cabin style tiny house, but it does not meet the Sims tiny house requirements for 100 squares. Now, it does meet the real life requirements for tiny house. Therein, it's 651 square foot or 217 squares in Sims. So it ended up being the first floor was 136 squares, and the second floor was 81 squares. So the first floor is a 10 by 14, and the second floor is a 10 by 6. And you're going to notice that I did extend it out over the water. The rules for this are on my Twitter, right? They're on my Twitter. And of course, they'll also be listed in the description of this video on YouTube. So, somewhere through this, I forgot to hit record. So you're going to see the left monitor up in the top left-hand side, and I'm going to have to keep me pulled up here so it blocks the me where I had to download it from Twitch to edit it and put it up here for you. But a little information while we're going through this. I like to do floor plans. Absolutely love to do floor plans. So if you guys have, like say for example, you're thinking about buying a new house and you want to see what it would look like in The Sims, or you have a floor plan that you would like to do, reach out to me. You can either message me on Facebook. You can message me on just about anything. You can Google the Spastic Simmer. You can also message me on YouTube. I'm easy to get a hold of. And if you're not comfortable with any of those routes, you can send an email to, guess what? thespasticsimmer@gmail.com. That's thespasticsimmer@gmail.com. Now you're going to notice back on the build here, I had put in I really wanted some skylights in the roof, okay? Really would have set this thing off to have skylights in the roof. However, when I did the initial spot check I like to do an initial walkthrough spot check, you know what I'm saying? Where I make sure everything looks right before I start spending a lot of time going through decorating and what have you. Yeah, well, I don't know if the speed build will pick it up, but when I went down and walked through, the skylight, the roof ridges on the skylight was showing from the inside, and you couldn't see anything anyway. Really kind of pissed me off, but you know, hey, there you go. But this one was a lot of fun, and of course you'll notice I go back and forth periodically to the floor plan and what have you. So the original picture shows this thing sitting on top in the center of a really big stump. Well, we couldn't do that because you can't put a stump under the foundation of a build in Sims. It wouldn't let me do it no matter what I did. So you'll notice what I ended up doing was using 3 of the other stumps around the front segment. And as we go through, you'll notice later on towards the decoration process that I was able to put some palm trees around those stumps and put some flowers on top of those stumps so that they really looked good. I was very pleased with the way it came out. But you'll notice there's where I had to remove the sunroof. You know, I hated it, but it is what it is. And then you'll notice there was a damn seam down the middle of the roof, so I had to take the roof off and put another freaking roof on it. I didn't want to do that, but, you know, it is what it is. But it works, you know. I think it really came out looking nice. Had to get the elevation on the lights right, though. Of course, you know, I got a split level there with a balcony, so, you know, I've got that split level in the back, and, you know, of course, it's open in the front. I really wanted to make the ceiling open in the front all the way up to the roof, but obviously that was not doable in this particular situation. So, but it worked out in the end. I was, you know, like I say, very pleased with, you know, the way it come out. And of course, anything that, you know, say for example, you have a floor plan that you want to see how it would come out in Sims, communicate with me, let me know how it looks. Be sure I've had people that have submitted floor plans before, and if you will attend the live stream on Twitch, 3 p.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday, unless I have a doctor's appointment or something, you know, old guy stuff, as it were. I'll be happy to, you know, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? What color floors do you want in here? Blah, blah, blah. And we'll go through the different things and make sure it fits what you want, you know? Like I say, I love doing floor plans. Absolutely love doing floor plans. Especially if somebody is online to work the floor plan out with me. Yeah, so I really, like I said, I really like the way this came out, and I kind of apologize that I'm still having to talk through this thing because I don't remember exactly where I forgot to record. I tried to cut it out, but, you know, we'll see what happens. But you'll notice in my build, I used everything that I possibly could from Island Living and and from Tinyhouse. I mean, yeah, from Tinyhouse and off the grid and what have you. I wanted to make the house completely, totally self-sufficient, which I succeeded in doing. It produces its own water, it produces its own electricity, it has a zero footprint. And of course, as you can tell, I like to save a lot because I never know when I'm going to screw something up, or even worse, the game is going to crash. Here it is. Here's the part where I forgot to hit record on my Streamlabs OBS. The thing I like about Streamlabs OBS is I can tell it that I don't want to record the webcam and the left-hand monitor where I put the floor plans and what have you. And of course, you'll see me pull up the calculator periodically doing calculations to be sure that the dimensions and measurements are correct. You'll also notice that the bedroom is a part of the living room. It is as well in the floor plan. However, I used the wardrobes as room dividers for a little bit of privacy. Now here's where the live stream got a bit of a giggle at me. I went through all of this trouble to put this hot tub in there. And I went through, getting everything lined out, making it nice and pretty. And then when I sim tested it, you cannot use a hot tub on a off the grid lot. Hot tubs will not work off the grid, just so that you know. Just so that you know. But of course I put in, all the landscaping, all the trees and everything. Everything was looking good. And when I went to sim test everything like I do, I try not to upload anything to the gallery that has not been sim tested. Because I want you guys to be able to take these builds and play them, remodel them, do what you want to them. I'm perfectly fine with that. I would like to see what you do though. So if you download one of my builds, I would appreciate it if you would hashtag me on it, and especially if you remodel it, I'd love to see what you come up with. Because I am definitely not a decorator. Absolutely not a decorator at all. Alright, and of course here's where I had to redo the hot tub. So what I did was I just pulled it out, deleted the damn thing, and went in with an off-the-grid bathtub. She still has a covered bathtub, right? Where she can go out and soak and what have you, and she's under her cover. I tried a couple of other little things, but none of them worked. So, and like I say, we've already done the walkthrough on this. So there's the build. There's the build. I hope you enjoyed that. And if the speed builds are too fast for you, let me know. I run them. I've got two choices in my video software. I've got 8 times and 16 times. The problem with 8 times is my streams are 2 hours a night. And, it may take 5 or 6 days to do a build. Oh, we end up at 8 times with a 45-minute to a 1 hour speed build, and people get tired of watching it. But hey, we're going to cut you loose. I want to thank you for watching. Have a great day, and we'll catch you next time here on the Spastic Summer. Stay spastic. It's a lot of fun.